What's up, everybody? You're here with the Fly Guy. All right, today is Saltwater Fly Box Build Episode 1. I already have some flies tied up in my saltwater box. I had tied them back in the United States when I was preparing to move here to the Philippines. And I just wanted to share them with you and kind of show you the start that I have and the direction that I'm headed. Because life has been a little crazy lately with the move and getting set up here still in the Philippines, I wanted to let everybody know that I am getting caught up on tying recipes and I am making some big changes to my website, and I've got a lot of good things coming. There have been some recipes I've already uploaded to my website progressively since I've been here in the Philippines, so check those out. Once everything is updated and I get caught up on some of these tying recipes, I will have those uploaded in the description of this video for you so you can check those out. All right, let's get into the box that I have started. All right, so I have a fly suitcase here, and this fly suitcase is large and able to handle bigger, bulkier flies. It's got a lot of clearance on the inside, and it's got a lot of slits in that foam. It's got the slit foam that I'm able to organize my flies and keep a lot of flies in there. This is designed to keep a large fly selection so that I can go out to the saltwater almost anywhere and know that I'm covered in most situations. And that's the whole idea behind the fly selections that I build. No matter if it's for trout, saltwater species, smallmouth bass, panfish, regardless of the selection that I'm building, I want it to be multi-purpose and cross-functional so that I can go out just about anywhere and be covered. And that kind of brings me to the flies that I have started so far. The flies I have already are, pretty basic flies. Flies that you may have already fished for bass. If you're a smallmouth or largemouth guy, I've got some surf candies that I'm working on. Here's the pink colored and variation. I'll throw that up on the screen for you so you can check that out. The tying recipe will be up on my website soon, and I will let you guys know when those recipes are updated. So the surf candy, the pink and white is big here. There are pink and white bait fish swimming all over the place, and Filipinos actually eat them. So it's just not a hot, flashy color. It is matching the hatch and getting prepared to do battle out there. So the pink and white surf candy, I have fished a variation of this fly for smallmouth bass with a lot of success over the years. And I don't coat the body with UV resin. I actually coat it with fabric paint. So the clear glitter or diamond glitter tulip fabric paint that you can get just about anywhere. You can get it at Walmart. You can get it at craft stores. Get it on Amazon. I'll have a link to it down below for you. It is an excellent product, and it really can coat your flies and add durability. In fact, saltwater fly tyers have been using fabric paint for years. That's where I got the idea to start incorporating it into my freshwater patterns. So with this surf candy, what I used to do is just have a simple white minnow pattern, and I would coat that body, same style as you do with that surf candy. Pull that material back, get it torpedo shaped, get it streamlined, and let that fabric paint do its job. And I got the idea from a guy named Casey Smart. Some of you guys might know him. He kind of has a short tutorial on how to make a minnow pattern using a skin, essentially, of fabric paint across the materials up front. And his is a little bit bulkier, a little bit larger. And what I like about doing it torpedo shaped is you get the same action effect, and it adds durability to your fly. So if Casey ever sees this, I just want to thank him for putting that up on the internet. You had me taking the deep dive into fabric paint as a young guy, and it stuck. So I've used it in fly patterns ever since. So if you guys are out here, if any of you guys are fishing smallmouth bass back home, tie up a surf candy, but instead of using UV resin, try that fabric paint. You might have to wait longer for it to dry, but the beauty of it is that it's a little softer. So you get durability because fabric paint's got to be able to go through the washing machine, right? If you put fabric paint on a piece of clothing, it's got to have that durability. It's got to have that ability to withstand some water, some scrubbing, some agitation. And it does the same thing with aggressive strikes, hard takes, being in the water all the time. So, that fabric paint is going to increase your durability, but yet be soft enough to where fish don't instantly reject it when they touch it. A lot of times, what I see is if I used a surf candy with a UV resin body, I would not get the takes from larger fish sometimes when I was fishing smallmouth. And that's really important. So when you bridge the gap between salt and fresh water, you can kind of see the different reasons why people use different materials and methods to achieve actions and body styles so that fish will react appropriately. So you smallmouth and bass guys, make sure to try out that fabric paint. Tie up some of these surf candies, just use that fabric paint as a body material instead of UV resin, or do a test and compare them back to back and see which one works for you. If this is something that you've done before, comment below in the description and let me know how it worked out for you. Okay, so other than the surf candy, I do have some other patterns. I have a couple different sizes of clouser minnows. I've got a mini clouser with some smaller dumbbell eyes to be fished in more shallow water towards, maybe some smaller saltwater species. I also have some larger clouser minnows, and I've tied these on short shank hooks. I'm a huge fan of short shank hooks because fish that eat properly will eat that fly head first, and short shank hooks have a better sticking ratio. You can keep fish buttoned a lot easier because they don't have the leverage of a long shank hook to work that hook out. Just in case they scream towards you, they make a screaming run right at you, and they slackline you. That's one of the easiest ways to lose a fish. And I've found that with these short shank hooks, even if there's dumbbell eyes, they're able to stay buttoned. And if a fish does slackline me, like a carp, a bass, or let's say I hook something even faster out here in the salt, I'll be able to have an opportunity, hopefully, to catch up and get that fish on the reel and go back to work. I do have some shrimp patterns. Again, I have varied the size of the dumbbell eyes on these as well to vary the sink rate. If I need to fish deep, I've got some larger eyes. These are brass, so their durability is a little bit better than some of the other dumbbell eyes that you get out there. And I also have some smaller dumbbell eyes for shallow water environments. If I'm dropping it in close to, a bonefish, if I'm dropping this fly into a shallow flat, sandy flat, and I need something to land soft and just get down maybe a foot or two, I've got it covered. So I'm varying the weights of my dumbbell eyes while replicating the same patterns to be able to fish different depths. And I've also got, some fluorocarbon leader that's going to enable me to do that as well. So I'm going to be able to sink at different rates. I've got different line systems, when it comes to, full sink, intermediate sink, and sink tip lines, depending on what I need to throw, depending on where I'm at. So I've got the different sections of the water column covered. I just need some more patterns to fill in the gaps, like some large streamers. And I also need to have some poppers and some chuggers, some divers, get some surface water stuff going, which I'm really excited about tying up some of those flies because I'm looking forward to some early mornings here and some surface activity with some of the fish that are swimming around. So I've got a lot of water to cover here. The freshwater estuary systems and into the Ilo Strait and then across to Guimaras Island, there's just so much water there for me to cover, and I've got a lot of opportunities to catch fish. So keep me in your prayers with this ankle injury and the Achilles tendon. I'm kind of healing both up at the same time here. It's been keeping me off the water, but that's changing. And I've got plenty of time to get some flies tied, get some stuff showcased for you guys so you can see exactly what I'm tying and how to tie it, and seeing how those flies work out in the field. So thank you for stopping in for Saltwater Fly Box Episode 1. This series is going to continue on right alongside my trout fly box rebuild, so I'll be bouncing back and forth. Be looking for tying demos. I am going to be doing a tying demo test this week. I'm trying out a new camera and a new recording format, so it might be a little bit of a different view. But it should look good. I'm excited about it. So we'll see what you guys think. So stay tuned for that. Next week, I'll have that demo live and you can tell me what you think. The next Saltwater Fly Box build episode is going to be dedicated to poppers. So stay tuned for that. I'm really looking forward to getting those tied up and showing you guys what I'm going to be throwing. And I cannot wait to chug up some big fish from the depths here around Ilo. So lots of exciting things coming. I know it's been slow going with the transition from the province and just this injury. I had every intention of being out there and fishing by now, and life has just happened. But everything's working out now. Things are kind of settling down, and I'm getting a routine, and I'm able to get started back into my work, building up my website and getting videos out for you guys. So thank you for your patience. I appreciate all my subscribers, my new and existing subscribers. Thank you so much for everything. And I'm really looking forward to getting back to everything that I've been working on. There's just so much that I want to do and so little time. If you like this video, go ahead and hit thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more fly fishing and fly tying videos. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Take care, and we'll catch you next time.